From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Has it all teed up, and we're up and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play is to the air. Finds Isaac to Slaw. Complete. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Pass play now. It was there, but it couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready, ready?
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at 4th and long. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Now it'll be a punt on 4th down with Logan Cook out to boot it. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready?
They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second and 6 coming up here. I'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one does not go far.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Third and just 2 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First and 10 from the 32. Lone back gets the handoff. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down from the 42.
19 lock. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80.
Back to throw now. Jump off Popeye's back. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here we go, second down.
Here we go, set.
Motion the tight end over. Second down pass play coming. He's got Turner downfield. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom. Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Let's go now. Check, check, check. Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4 for 4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leading on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Reichert connects there. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Get it. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready up.
Airing it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dallas Turner picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And oh, he got it! Interception! He's off to the races! He's at midfield! And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money more to make it bigger.
2nd and 3 now.
Go. I got it. Johnny Lions. Cougar 19.
They'll work against the blitz. Cut near the goal line. And he will not score. And that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Liking it. Check out.
Gibbs. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Come on. Set.
Back on second and goal. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kicking unit comes after the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 7, Vikings 3.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Some good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Three. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Ready, set.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Go.
Looking in the air here. Completed to his running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Red. 70 Timberwolves.
He's going to throw it. Finds his man. It's cracked. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
No.
Here's the handoff.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Ready? Rig alert. 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 60 Bobcats.
They'll air it out on 3rd. On the move, headed right. He's got Turner for the completion. They're finally able to get to him and touch him down. The damage already done as they pick up that first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. Set.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Forced out to his right. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Bring money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow 6 reps.
2nd and 3 now.
1800.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down, Vikings.
Check. Check 50. Check 60. 60 Maverick. Cowboy 80. Panther 11.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They are throwing it again. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Went after tried good by Reichert. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Okay,
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They're going to try and throw it here. And in the hands of Fortin, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning in this first half. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way.
I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Go.
Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. Keeps away from one. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's 16 yards on that play. And That is good for a Detroit first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35.
19, 70, 60 Eagles.
Still sticking with the passing game. To the left, he's got a roll. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Kick that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed. They can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Your body is acting out, your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Overseas.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party to get the ball. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. The launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage, that's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Here we go. 19 Charger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the... He's got it deep downfield. Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet. Those are the kind of plays, an inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready? Cut 70. Cut 19. Cut 19. Set. Hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing it. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready? At Franco 80.
They send a receiver in motion right.
Go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60 Mustang 19.
Motioning the tight end now. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And that's a touchdown catch. Unleashed for the moment. So, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal.
Warriors, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Complete to number 86. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 8-yard line.
Yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Throwing here just before halftime. On the move, headed right. And he's into the end zone. No time left, and they take the lead right as halftime arrives. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Cook to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the biometric. Ran up by the Lux Master up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Welcome New Orleans with the etiquette of LA.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Trying the right side. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
70 Rangers, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's falls down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And his kick works out pretty well for him. It's blown dead at the 12.
At their own 12-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give them the key. It was only me. Wait till they. Give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Jack, go.
They'll come out throwing. Screen here for Gibbs. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You can just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go. Here we go. Come back here. Craft all 80.
Back to throw. He's got to push one deep. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a Russian 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 22-yard line.
Another carry for him. That's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down.
Ready.
Throw here, third down. We've got a screen to the running back. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ready.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. To the swing. Let go.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On the ready.
Running backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal.
Come on. Hey.
Runs caught. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Tag. 60 Eagles. Cougar 19. Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
It's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
First and 10 from the 43.
Let's get ready.
There's a dive up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find an aggressive call on second.
Ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Ready. 60.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the jump.
To the line. Here's third and 3.
Rig alert. 70 street. Check smash. Hey, smash. Go.
Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 3. then a yard.
Its metal brain corrodes. You try to take us balls before the head explodes. Explodes.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. There's a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive.
Okay,
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
hop 70, hop 70.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Liking 18. Ready, ready.
He's going to throw this one. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Gain 15 there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's a throw. Finds the football outside. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
Got it. Ready?
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders are all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19. Ready?
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Go. Ready?
1st and 10, looking to throw. Goes wheels in by Arroyo. And it nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's now third down and 3.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Thought that this might be 4-down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out.
The field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Drive play straight ahead. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready,
They'll work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So 1st down from the 41.
Cougar 19.
Option design here. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back now, pressure coming. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
We're drawing up for him. Behind the line, he lost that football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live.
The quarterback on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They give it to him again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Setting him on the dime. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Ready. Viking 18. Go.
They're drawing up for him. Again, he's got room. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with. Now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings are